6 months ago, Sue woke up tired. She hit the snooze button. She dreaded getting dressed. She avoided mirrors. She wondered if this was simply what getting older felt like. Well, today, she wakes up with purpose. Not because life suddenly became easy, but because Sue changed. Today, I want to walk you through a typical day in Sue's life. Not to show perfection, but to show what's possible. It's 6 a.m. She wakes up with purpose. No longer does she reach for her phone. She drinks a large glass of water or two. She spends a few quiet minutes praying, reflecting, or expressing gratitude. She steps outside. 15 to 20 minutes morning sunlight, preferably on her face. She breathes deeply. She lets her body know a new day has begun. She stretches, moves her shoulders, moves her hips, moves her spine. She's no longer rushing through life. She's preparing for it. Emotionally, she notices something she hasn't felt in years. Sue has hope. It's 7 o'clock. She fuels her body. First meal is intentional protein, also healthy fats, some real food. Not because she's on a diet, but because she's feeding the body she wants to keep healthy for the next 30 years. 3 days each week, she participates in 18-6 intermittent fasting. Her routine? Not to punish herself, but to improve metabolic health and simplify her eating. She just doesn't obsess over calories anymore. She thinks about nourishment. 9 o'clock, she lives her life. She goes to work. She volunteers. She spends time with family. But something's changed. She's more present. She's thinking more clearly. She's laughing again. People notice. They ask what she's doing differently. She's just not losing weight. She's becoming herself again. Well, it's afternoon. She builds strength into her day. Several days each week, she strength trains. Other days, she walks. She celebrates what her body can do, instead of again criticizing it for what it can't. She understands that muscle is an investment in the decades ahead. Now it's evening. She recovers. Dinner is really simple. Protein, vegetables, healthy choices. She spends time with people she loves. She puts her phone away. She prepares for sleep. She protects her recovery because she knows tomorrow begins tonight. Her advanced tools. Sue also understands something really important. Healthy habits remain the foundation, but she isn't afraid to learn about advancing tools. She's explored options such as GLP-1 receptor agonists to help manage excess weight. These also improve her metabolic health. She's also learned about peptides, MOTS-c, to support metabolic health and cellular energy, BPC 157 and TP 500 as part of discussions around recovery and tissue health. And finally, GLOW as part of her healthy aging and skin care strategy. She doesn't see these as shortcuts. She sees them as tools, and tools work best when they're built on a solid foundation. What's really changed? Has Sue lost weight? Well, yeah, she sure has. Has she become stronger? Absolutely. Is she sleeping better? Most nights. But those aren't the biggest victories. The biggest victory is that Sue believes in herself again. She doesn't dread birthdays. She looks forward to them. She doesn't worry about getting older. She prepares for it. She no longer asks, can I change? Now she asks, what's next? That single question changes everything. So, if you've watched this entire series, I hope you've realized something. Sue isn't one woman. She's millions of women. Maybe she's your wife, your sister, your daughter, your best friend, or maybe Sue is you. If that's true, remember this. You don't have to change your entire life in one day. You simply have to begin. One better meal, one walk, one strength workout, one good night's sleep, one sunrise, one healthy decision at a time. Because extraordinarily great lives are rarely built on extraordinary moments. They're built ordinarily through choices you make with repeated purpose. Before we say goodbye, I'd like to leave you with one more gift. Over the past several weeks, while I've been journeying through Sue's process, I've been creating something very special called the Meet Sue Blueprint. It's much more than a summary of these videos. It's a practical workbook that brings together everything Sue has learned, her daily routine, weekly habit tracker, nutrition guide, strength plan, recovery strategies, progress journal, and simple action steps to help you or Sue begin building your own healthier future. My hope isn't that you'll simply read this workbook. My hope is that you'll write in it, underline it, keep it on your kitchen counter, and use it as a guide for the next chapter of your life. If you'd like your own, I'll give you a complimentary copy. Simply follow the link below this video and let me know where you send it. I'd be honored to place it in your hands. As this community grows, we'll continue building together. We'll have new blueprints, new educational videos, practical health strategies, and new ways to help you become stronger, healthier, and more confident with each passing year. This is only the beginning. And one final thought. The workbook doesn't change your life. The decisions you make while using it will, though. Thank you for allowing me to share Sue's story. I truly hope that today becomes the day you begin writing your own. Until next time, keep showing up for yourself because your future is worth it. God bless.